Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get your hairline back, right? Get your hair back. You want to be young. You want to feel young. You want to look young. Get your hair. It's all about the hair. You know, I have a receding hairline.
Me too.
It's fine. It's whatever. You don't have a receding hairline because you don't have a hairline no more. Yeah. You don't have any hair.
Well,
when did that happen?
Agree to disagree.
I don't think I see any hair. What?
It's an illusion. It's an all illusion. It's what you.
So you ordered when we went to commercial break, you actually ordered a supply.
Yes.
Of this, and you got the 20% off.
Yep. Got the special coupon.
So that's great. So you see, he has a bald head, but he wants hair again.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have the hair.
I want the braids back. Man.
He used to have the Allen Iverson braids.
The Iverson braids with the two going back and the feeder braid. Yeah.
Oh man, I remember I had that. I had this.
Man.
I used to be, I think, in the dopest trap house on the east side. You know, a trap house when you go into it and you like, yeah, this shit. Hey, I'm in it. I'm in it.
I'm just trying to get my hair braided, but
I'm trying to get my hair braided, but I
some
feel
might
like
go down right.
I feel like I might flip a brick.
Somebody gonna put me on in here, get my hair braided.
I feel like I might get put on in this motherfucker. I just want my hair braided. But no, Mary, shout out to Mary. She used to braid my hair. Y'all remember when I had the braids? Because I remember y'all had y'all braids.
Right.
But I had the braids too.
Yeah.
A little bit older.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would go out east, and if I showed y'all the house, y'all would know exactly the house. It's by Durfee, the old Durfee, the original, the OG Durfee. It's all boarded. The house is all boarded up now. Durfee is too.
Decatur.
Everything's boarded up. The budget on the boards for Decatur, they're like, we need more boards for these buildings.
I feel like they got a lumber yard down at the Civic Center, like, just knowing something's gonna go down or out of business or
something. Have you been to our mall?
You know what? I went to the mall when I bought a shirt. I went and I'm like,
oh, Foot Locker closed.
I didn't even walk that far. I didn't even go. Foot Locker gone?
Foot Locker gone. You're starting to get people that got the trucks on the streets. They're selling shirts, or they're selling the shirts on their homes, and then they're getting a store in our mall now, and they're like, yeah, this is it.
Well, who?
And then a month later, there's a sign up: everything must go.
We just got it, but it's got to go now.
I'm sorry.
You can have it. I mean,
I'm sorry, but I mean, it's the thing is like, it's Forsyth Mall. What can you expect? It's Decatur Mall. I think if anybody out there has a product and they're selling it, don't open up a store in Decatur Mall. That's a setup for failure.
That's business. That's what you call entrepreneurial suicide.
Entrepreneurial suicide.
Don't do it.
And you know a lot about entrepreneurs. Absolutely. You're a man.
Still learning, but yeah.
Yeah. You like you said, you're a supervisor, but also you're into real estate and everything like that. What, as far as being a man of the work life, the 9 to 5, you have a 9 to 5. What is your mindset? You wake up every day and you go to your work, but you do have things outside of your job that you want to accomplish and that you want to do. What is that mindset like, and what are some of the things that you should do to make those things that you want to have happen?
Right. Yeah. No, great. I mean, that's spot on. Great point. And then, I mean, the biggest advice, that I can give people is understanding that, if you work at Taco Bell, McDonald's, Arby's, Hobby Lobby, Big Lots.
You worked at Hobby Lobby.
I did. I worked at Hobby Lobby.
That was your first job.
Year.
You know what? I remember your fucking box cutters. I remember your box cutters. You used to bring box cutters home. Les, you remember his box cutters?
I remember the box cutters, yeah.
From Hobby Lobby?
I was in the back breaking them boxes down.
I would take your box cutters like, I'm about to slice some shit up around this house.
Let me find a box. I'm about
to break it down.
No,
go ahead.
I but all those jobs, all those prospective positions, if you work those jobs, look, listen, and I don't care how old you are, where you are in your prospective life, in your family life, personal, what have you, and you're good, right? Like you work work those jobs. You live in a small, humble home or apartment, whatever the case may be. You play video games on your off time, but you're happy.
If you're happy,
Like you are truly, 100%, like not faking it, not lying to yourself, sugarcoating it, putting on for Facebook and Instagram and social media platforms. You are truly, truly happy. You win.
You won.
Like you won. Like that's it for you. There is no. Look, you need to do this. You need to do that.
Exactly.
You're there.
That's exactly what I was talking about. And I've had previous episodes on this podcast when me and Division talked about CNAs. They would complain about their jobs. Yes. But they, he would say that they won't do anything outside of the jobs to make their lives any better. Yeah. And what you just said, and being that you're in the supervisor role, you're an entrepreneur, you're in real estate, you're in all these other things, just kind of, it makes a better point for you to say, hey man, if you're happy with your job, you win. Absolutely. That is the goal, happiness.
And I'm gonna tell you why. We get one shot at this thing of life. All right. You got to make up in your mind. Nobody can tell you. I could see potential in you. I could say, man, you should be doing this. You could be doing that. You could be doing this and that and the third. But you don't walk in my shoes. You don't know how I feel when I wake up in the morning. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know specifics. You don't know how my brain chemistry works. You don't know what I deal with. So with that being said, you have to make that decision yourself. And that's where you start with. Am I happy? Do I have true undivided, like truly, like joy? I am happy with my life.
Right.
If that is true for you, you're happy. If you're not, and you're one of those people that you work at Taco Bell, you work at McDonald's, you work at Hobby Lobby with Big Lots, and you're complaining every damn day about being there and about how you gonna make $1 million, you gonna do this, that, and the third, what are you doing?
Got to do something.
I see what I'm saying. I understand you got those kids to take care of and you may got them bills to pay and et cetera, et cetera. But then there comes the discipline. Okay. So for me, you mentioned all the things that I'm doing, my personal perspective to give the advice to those individuals who are in positions to feel like, hey, you know what? I want more.
Right.
I deserve more.
Right.
I feel like I can get more. Cool. My message to you is, go get it. Work for it. I'm going to tell you right now, nothing comes with, I can't give you no secret formula. When me getting good grades at college, I remember people coming to me, hey, how you get on? I spent like 12 hours in the library today.
Yeah. I put in the work.
I went to, when Robert Moore's closed at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, I went and used my brother Les' ID to get into UIS's library.
Damn.
Right?
Wow,
because they didn't close till midnight.
That's a hell of a student. Let me break into this other college.
Okay.
Because they learn more, because I want more.
Gotta get it. I gotta get it by any means. So you have to, what are you doing after the hour? So you go to work, you're tired, you're exhausted. I get it. But the only way to break through is you're gonna have to be disciplined. You're gonna have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna have to make sure that you put in perspective the priorities and a timeline for yourself. Be realistic.
Yeah.
Be realistic. If you're working at Taco Bell right now, you're probably not going to be a millionaire in a year by saying, I'm going to go pick up another job, or I'm going to go start this real estate class, or I'm going to go be realistic with your goals. Okay. Have an end goal. This is where I want to be. And then backtrack from there. Okay. Reverse engineer the process from those who've been successful before you.
Of course. I think a lot of people want to take leaps.
Absolutely.
And jumps instead of steps.
Yes.
It's not people are impatient. If they don't get it right now, then they don't want to take the necessarily steps or crawls or walks, to get to it. And that's the day it's the world we live in right now.
Correct.
And I think that's why people say, hey, forget it.
Yep.
People are not self-disciplined where they like you said, get off of that 8-hour, 10-hour shift. They get home and they say, these are the things that I have to do. But the things that I want to do
There you go.
are so much more appealing.
There you go.
I want to play the game. I want to play Xbox. I want to argue with people on Xbox Online. I want to make Facebook lists.
Yeah. Let's bring up those lists again.
I want to make Facebook lists.
Damn, I want to make this list
of
that I can be on.
Of the hoopers. I was very upset when I found out I wasn't on the list because I was a fucking dog in layup line.
Killer. Oh.
Hey, listen,
bro.
You wanna know something? Real talk. I'm not gonna say his name because he's gonna be on a guest on this show here soon. But I had a friend that was a basketball player with me on the Eisenhower basketball team. We were both riding the bench like a fucking cowboy, and the coach, we was watching the highlight film one day. We were watching the highlight film one day. And the coach, Coach Moore, he paused it. He freeze framed. And he said, no, let me stop right here. And he zoomed in. He said, you see that? And he zoomed in on my friend on the bench, standing up, cheering on our team.
Yeah.
And he said, you see that?
Yeah.
You see that energy?
There
You
you
see
go.
that the bench energy?
Yeah.
He's the only one standing up.
There you go.
And I was right next to him sitting down. And I said, fuck that energy.
Fuck your energy.
I want to play the
Put me
fucking
in the
game. Fuck that energy.
He made a shot? Oh, no.
He
For real?
paused it. He paused it and zoomed in on the bench. On a player standing up, clapping.
What was your facial expression?
My facial
when they zoomed-
expression
yeah.
when
What
he
was-
zoomed in
Yeah.
was,
I'm not in the game.
fuck that.
Right?
I'm not in the goddamn. Listen, that shows you right there that this coach was more happier with the players on the court, and he wanted the bench to stay the bench, and that's why you didn't have a successful year.
That's not coaching.
You know,
There you
Well,
go. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't make the list. You did, but look, I don't feel that bad because you didn't make the list either.
I didn't make it. I didn't
And
make the
it's
list.
probably because a lot of these lists were made off of, players that only saw certain players play in certain areas
Yeah.
of the town.
But it's, we talk about lists, and not to go back to that because I don't want to get at too much energy. But we talk about lists, and we go back and we look at who should make a list, who should make a list. And you talk about neutral parties and those who study the game of basketball and for years, right? And you look at things like the Thanksgiving tournament, the turkey tournament, Decatur turkey tournament, as we call it here as Decaturans. The Thanksgiving tournament 10, right? Turkey tournament, the top 10 players of the tournament, you get a medal every year. I made that twice.
Oh,
And if I'm not mistaken, I was beside NBA players.
okay.
So we talking
Okay.
the majority of that list were top tier Division I players, including, Andre Iguodala at NBA level.
So you played it.
Sean
You
Livingston
played
NBA
against
level.
Andre Iguodala,
Absolutely.
and you
You
played
know,
against Sean Livingston.
Yeah. And so you play with those guys. You get your. I can't. When I'm face to face with a player, you just another guy to me. I can't put that instill that into my teammates. Okay. And I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. There was a fear. There was we playing Landfair, Andre Iguodala and Richard McBride. Right, or we playing, Peoria Central, we playing Sean Livingston and Daniel Ruffin. You know what I'm saying? So there was this fear automatically that I can't. You can lead a team, and I can play my game, and I can push you, and I can try to, but I can't take fear out of you.
Yeah,
If
that's
that
something-
fear is in you,
It's there.
that fear is there. That's no different than a soldier. You get out there on the field, I can be the best sergeant there is out there, but if your ass is scared, you
gonna
probably
freeze
gonna
up.
get shot.
You're gonna freeze up and
You
you're
gonna get shot. You gonna get shot in the ass.
in the ass.
So, but in all realness, man, it's just a matter of you take a look at those lists and those guys are selected and say, hey, these were the top 10 players in this complete tournament. with these multiple teams. Now I understand there's a whole lot of teams in there, and we're talking about a whole city worth of people. However, we're talking about top tier players. We're not talking about players that went on to play college. We're talking about players that got NBA championship rings
Man.
that I was a part of. You get what I'm saying? We're
Yeah.
talking about players that played in the Big Ten, right? You know, the Big 12. There was multiple players from there. Limestone, you know, Darion Williams. There's a lot of players that played while I played that was in there that made those lists. So those lists, just like I said, I'm done.
Yeah.
but the
Of
list
course.
thing is then you turned it into a trigger to the
Yeah.
point where it was kind of like, hey,
It's
your list.
fuck the list. My whole message behind the lists, the people that make the lists, is it's okay. It's okay to let go.
Have your fun.
Well, it's okay to let go of basketball.
Hey.
It's okay to let go. A lot of people let go of basketball, and honestly, the people that do let go of basketball turn out to be very successful because there's principles in the sport.
Mm-hmm.
There's principles in that learning experience in every game and every practice.
Yeah.
Everything that you experienced with basketball, you took and applied it into real life, and you made it work with any career that you decide to go with. And making a list, I think a lot of people around here make a list that, you know, they only seen people playing at the YMCA.
Mm-hmm.
And they make a list based on that.
There you go.
They see people playing at the Boys and Girls Club.
Right.
It's not more of a community, hey, everybody's involved. Let's talk about everybody. We're talking about people that just, whoever they saw play.
And that's exactly where you get the divide in this community that hurts the up and coming. You know, you talk about right now, like we're talking about lists of players from the past. You know, I graduated in 2003. You know, you talk about lists from the past, but you think about the up and coming players and how you're hurting their potential and their enthusiasm.
So what you graduated 2003?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. But my birthday is coming. Well, I don't know when you posting this. So
I wanted
September 6th. So if this is clearly gonna be posted,
I wanted
after
so
that,
bad to do the Kevin Hart. You say the age, and I was gonna be like, damn. You seen that? When he was with Don Cheadle?
I didn't. Oh, his new show.
Yeah,
his
Heart to
little-
Heart. He was like, how old are you? Don Cheadle was like, well, no, he didn't ask him how old he was.
Yeah,
Don Cheadle was like, something. You know, I'm 56. Kevin Hart was like,
hit him with the
damn. He's like, I'm sorry. That didn't come out how I wanted it to come out. So I was looking for that opportunity. So fuck you.
I'm not giving you that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
of
big
course.
bro. This the big bro takeover, by the way.
It's the big
H-Town,
bro takeover.
Big bro takeover.
That's probably
All
gonna
right.
be the name of the episode.
Matter of fact, that's your lead in when the drop when the cue and Kuna H-Town Big Brother takeover.
Oh,
Okay.
There
But
it is right there.
No, I mean, you know, the thing is though, with these lists, we were talking about that. Let's talk about the community, how you're damaging these kids' perspectives and of wanting to play because
So what you want to do is, you know, a lot of people are making these lists and they're not understanding and realizing, first of all, what they're doing with their lives and the time that they're wasting with it.
yeah.
But you want to get into more positive conversation
Absolutely.
with what these lists are doing
Sure.
and what they can ultimately lead into and where they should go, what they should be.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
Let's put perspective on this, okay? So shifting gears, like it's not just about the sports. Okay? Like we look at that as a community and we say like, you know, these are the best players from a basketball perspective. And then these are the best guards or the best defenders as point guards.
Right. Yeah.
The latest list, I think that came out.
Yeah, I think that was it.
So you have all these breakdowns and you have all these lists. Okay. What we have to understand is when we start to categorize and we start to break apart and start to segregate throughout the community, we are eliminating the thought process and the potential for some of these young kids who feel that, hey, I fit in in this community as a whole. I'm not just one of the best boys and girls club basketball players.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not one of the best Hess Park based basketball players or JFL football players or Hess Park Baseball League players or Lions Park basketball players. Like, I get that there are small victories in the bigger picture of the battle. So along your journey, you can pride yourself on being the best player out of the boys and club. I get that. But from a perspective of representing our community, you know, I'm H-Town now. All right. I've moved my family to H-Town. But I still rep Decatur. I'm proud of where I'm from. That won't change. So I care. For me to say I don't give a damn about Decatur anymore or these perspectives and thought processes would be a lie.
Right.
So I care the thought process for this youth that are coming up in Decatur, and I'm past so much past the game myself that I care more about how these lists and these ideas behind it can damage potential great people. Forget just sports players, but people. Because these people aren't making lists. These people aren't considered one of the greatest because, well, I only play the boys and girls club. I don't go to Hess Park or vice versa.
Right.
Or I don't play on the basketball team at the high school, but I'm a hell of a player. Instead, this community should come together. Okay. You community leaders here in Decatur, Illinois. I'm not going to name drop, but if y'all want to get
there's not
out your skin and get into the comments, I will damn sure get down into
there's
it with you.
There's not a lot of community leaders around here.
So they know who they are. They should, right?
They should know.
Okay, well, cool and with Key, let's be cool. Let's be clear. The community leaders here should know. Okay, there's this hell of this guy at the Boys and Girls Club been busting ass. He's great. All right, he got a troubled home. He had a broken home. He this, that, and the third. As a community leader, I should be reaching out to that kid and that household, and I should be trying to get him onto the basketball team at the high school, right? It's no different than at the park. The same thing. Instead of segregating and understanding, these people are like, well, yeah, they played the Boys and Girls Club, but everything is a competition.
Yeah, it's
like now we're looking at it from a past perspective, but now going to the future, we got to stop and say, look. Stop competing with saying, oh, I was one of the best players at the Boys and Girls Club, or I was one of the best players at Hess Park. I was one of the best players at MacArthur or Eisenhower or Stephen Decatur.
Well, yeah.
And look at it from a perspective of the community as a whole. And now, okay, you was one of the best players at one of those separate entities. Mm-hmm. How did that fare for you? Mm. How did that fare for you? If you had somebody in the community that would have stepped up, because they were a community leader. They were a high school coach, or maybe they owned a gym in the area, or maybe they had some type of pool in the council, or maybe they had, the community leaders. That's supposed to be, because in the pictures and the media, they portray this, but the true getting down dirty, really helping people, okay, you guys, those are the individuals that are responsible. You should be going down, reaching to these people, pulling them in and saying, look, you need to come to this school. You need to apply, right? Like, let's get this kid on this team, okay? Let's help him out. And that was a big part of what was missing even when I played. Mm-hmm. There was nobody outside the community. I would go to the mall. People come to, what college you going to? What this and what that? Nobody coming to me and say, EJ, you want to play? Even coming up young, it would say, come to the Boys and Girls Club and play. Right now, there's a Boys and Club. You talk about your list, there's a Boys and Girls Club list. Best players at the Boys and Girls Club. You think I'm on that list? I never once played at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah. I even me, like I said, I got good at basketball a little bit. Even me, I had
a lot of bit, bro.
I had a friend that was really good in the Boys and Girls Club. That's what he was brought up in. Mm-hmm. And he played high school basketball with me. But he knew, like, even we would go back and forth, and he knew, like, I had game. Yeah. And I would play against him, and he knew that it wouldn't be that easy guarding me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But the Boys and Girls Club talks, the gossip, the list, as if you will, would I guess overplay what I was doing.
Exactly.
And we have these, like you said, segregated conversations of these people playing at these different things.
Mm-hmm.
And they would make these lists.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just be the list of particular places in our community rather than our community.
There you go.
We're not a whole
That's it
anymore.
That's it.
It's a very competitive place when it comes to where.
And that's the problem. Decatur is too small to be segregating anything.
Exactly. Like, I didn't even know. Like, there was lists that people was like,
And
oh.
like Decatur is too small to segregate anything. Like, I get in town now and I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, coming from Houston and then you come to Decatur.
But but it puts more perspective on understanding.
Exactly.
So now reaching back, I still care to invest in this community. I still care to uplift the youth. And that's why it's important. I don't care about who, and I don't mean to be speaking to myself, about myself in third person, but EJ Hart was to this community, or who I was as a star in basketball at one point of time. I care more about what, if anything, I can do at this point. The new EJ Harts of the future to say, you know what, this kid had game. He was a little too skinny. Mm-hmm. This kid had game, but you know he didn't take this serious enough, because that's one of the things I wasn't disciplined or principled enough. But nobody was like, hey, you know what, that kid got game, but hey EJ, you need to this and that and the third. They just took it with a grain of salt. Now you see, I ain't gonna name drop, but this Decatur, you know what I'm talking about, okay? But with all due respect, once again, you want to put it in the comments, I will respond.
Let's
to
talk
you.
about
no problem.
it.
We can talk about it.
Hey, this is why I'm doing this.
This is cool with Key.
Cool with Key. Comment whatever you feel.
Let me tell you that. This bro shit. See what I'm saying? This is a THB thing, H&S. You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
this is why I brought him on the show.
That's what we doing.
Because I didn't want y'all to look at me and say, hey, he didn't do shit in high school. Hey, the fucker did. If you watch the fucking 5 minutes before the game, when each team was on their...
No. Hey, this is my piece to say, if you would have gave bro a better chance, Coach Moore, if you would have gave him an opportunity,
listen,
this boy got game.
Listen,
you understand? He had game. How you drop 17 on your senior night?
Listen,
that's bad coaching.
I put it like this.
That's bad coaching.
I had a coach that you had the same coach. We all had the same coach, and we're not talking bad about this coach.
All due
we're
respect.
just saying what it is.
All due respect.
This coach was more of a, let me look at my inventory, see what I got. Mm-hmm. Whoever has it has it. Mm-hmm. Whoever don't, I don't have time. I don't have the time.
Skill, or ability.
Them. I don't have time to build.
There you go.
I'm not gonna build a player. You want to build somebody? Go buy 2K and play the career mode. I'm not gonna build shit. I got star athletes. I'm gonna just tell them a play and they go do whatever they do and they make me look good.
There you go. And that's not coaching. And that's the problem of Decatur. Okay, when we put people in a position to lead our youth here, and they still have their own personal vendettas because of their personal careers, that did work, what have you, okay, and they're living through these damn kids, so they focus more on the stars. They focus more on the kids that are going to give them notoriety as a coach, because this kid's going to go sign Division I and they might go pro. Facts. So as a coach, you're gonna benefit from that.
Facts.
Right? So you're not focusing on that young kid that's got the potential to be great. He might not ever play college sports, but that might be a doctor. That might be and sports might give him a scholarship onto his first college to lead him into a position in which he's able to fulfill, whatever it is.
Do y'all hear this? Facts. Do y'all hear this shit?
They don't hear it.
Do y'all hear it?
They hear it, but they don't hear it.
Do they hear the message?
They don't get it.
Because and I don't have this in the notes. Mm-hmm. One thing that I'm raising my kids right now. I got a 10-year-old. I got a 10-year-old and I got a 6-year-old. Mm-hmm. And I'm letting them know that sports is great. Sports is cool. If you want to play sports, let's play sports. Let's get serious about it. Whenever you do, get serious about it.
Right.
But that education. Let's get you excited about school. Mm-hmm. I want you excited about school. KJ, he's 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And he's just now starting to play baseball, he's gonna play football, and he will play basketball and everything like that.
Right.
But he's 10. How old were you when you first started playing basketball?
Man, my basketball, or like an organized game, or just playing the sport.
Organized.
So
Organized.
Pops. So the story goes, Pops, I played sports from when I was 6 years old. And 6 years old, he started me playing sports down at Greenville Park. The first organized sports game I played, I was 7 years old, playing baseball in the Hess Park League. The first basketball game I ever played was I was in third grade. I was eight years old. And I actually got my first name brand pair of sneakers, them Nikes. I still remember the smell. I swear to this day.
You must have smelled the shit out of them.
I slept with them.
To remember the smell?
I slept with my shoes. I laced them up the night before. I'm 8 years old. I laced them up the night before, and I slept with the shoes in the box as a pillow next to me. That's how much. When you talk about the love of the game,
you
right?
Sleep with the shoes.
I slept with the shoes, man. You go all the way back to 8 years old, sleeping with a pair of shoes. Yeah. So I was 8 years old. Was the first year I was in third grade, and that year I literally averaged over 20 points a game. Like got game footage to this day. I can find clips of that. We could put that on the internet. People don't believe. I was 20 points a game. I'm 8 years old.
And see, that's the point. That's the point. And that was a long time ago. We had this conversation earlier before we started recording about how early, how young people are. Actually, I think we were recording. When it comes to entertainment, the earlier the better. Correct. And we're getting kids and babies playing sports super early. Yeah. And the thing about it is, right now, I'm still in Decatur. And like I said earlier, all we got here is sports, music. We ain't even got music, really. I don't even know why I bring that up, just because I do music. But we got sports. People play sports, and they're on some other stuff. They're selling that yayo.
That's the other extracurricular activity in the town. Yeah,
they're doing that. So, but sports, they put these babies in these sports, and they say, "Yay, go baby." You don't know how to count yet, but you can shoot.
There you go.
But my whole thing was, and I think I learned this from Pops, from my father, is he said, "Man, I'm glad I raised y'all in sports early, but if I could do it again, I would raise y'all a lot younger, older. I would let y'all know how important school is. You're gonna pick up sports.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be athletic, if you're gonna be an athlete, you're gonna pick that up.
You'll get it.
The schooling and not the being smart. It's how excited you are. Yeah. As far as being a kid. Yeah. If you're excited about something, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go ham. Your approach is gonna be different.
Absolutely.
KJ, him 5, 6. I've been in his life since he was 3. I didn't really introduce him to basketball until he was really 7, 8, 9. Now he's 10. Just now about to play his first year of organized basketball. Right. And the whole reason behind me doing that is to let him know, like, schooling. I want you to be excited about this schooling. Absolutely. Because you can be great in basketball. Yeah. Get sidetracked because you got to go to school. Yep. And then end up not even going nowhere in basketball, and then making a fucking basketball list.
That's the goal, man. Listen, if you're from Decatur, Illinois, and you can get on one of them fucking lists, I guess that's.
So I don't want my kids making basketball.
Fuck lists. Raising a awesome family and being successful in the community, being a stand-up guy. Yeah, fuck never having to sell drugs, never doing anything, nothing like that, never none of that nonsense that you avoid all that in your life. And you're prosperous and successful, but goddamn, if you didn't make one of them lists.
If you didn't make one of them lists, who are you?
Who have you become?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. But I wanted to talk about that. And the
Yeah.
the big picture, the big message is it's okay to move on.
It really is.
It's
It
okay
really
to
is.
move on, man. You've
That's
moved
life.
on.
That's life.
Bro has moved on. I will
Yes.
get Les. I know you guys heard him in the
Les
background.
Boogie.
Les Boogie has been talking in the background, but I will get him on the show as a guest so we can really open up. And I'll actually get both of them. So it'll be all three of us on the podcast talking about
Decatur.
some
Are
stuff.
y'all ready for that?
I don't think they are.
I don't think they're ready for
because they spent, like I said, I told y'all earlier, a lot of people spent a long time looking at y'all and giving y'all respect and actually fearing y'all, looking at y'all and not really trying to be a contender against y'all. I feel like I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. But they would turn around and try to act like they were a little bit better. And I didn't understand that. It didn't really sit well with me. I didn't give a fuck. Y'all didn't give a fuck.
Not at all.
Because y'all got your own
And
shit
you
going
see it.
on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we see it and we know it. We know who rock with us. We know who don't. We know who excluding us from lists on purpose, and we know what we had ultimately put in our own possession and put out there to the world and did it as an effect of us not doing what we know we fully were capable of doing. I'm gonna tell you right now, I reached a peak in my career where I knew I could have went pro, but Boogie. Let's just be clear. Let's just be clear.
Let's say the whole Lester Hart.
Lester Hart. Let's just be clear. You know what I'm saying? You know, this boy, he's gonna be on this podcast and have an opportunity.
Will be on here.
But I want to see the Lester Hart story. Y'all see him becoming an actor now and doing all these things. I want to see and hear the Lester Hart biography because this dude done played in other countries. This boy done been in Mexico on the back of pickup trucks playing on basketball courts with chickens. Like, this dude's grind is in replaceable. But here's the kicker of it all is that he deserved to go powerhouse, Big Ten, powerhouse, Division I.
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse.
Like, for real.
I'm not talking about Liberty.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm not talking about some small school. Okay, I'm talking about this dude deserved to go powerhouse, Big Ten. All right, U of I. All right, that's the caliber that this guy playing because I've seen it firsthand. Him killing the guys that did play at these levels,
Of course,
and set school records. You know, at such schools, and then on top of that, man, to see that come full circle, him not get that opportunity and still go level up past it, move on, as you say, we move on, right?
We move on.
We move on,
Yeah,
and now
move
he's
on.
acting, and he's attacking.
instead of creating a list, he
Exactly.
moved on with his life,
Exactly.
and he realized, look,
You know what?
basketball is not in my future.
Fuck it.
Let
Hey.
me not make this list.
I'm not making a list,
I want to so bad, I'm fucking shaking.
right?
But I'm not
Or
gonna do it.
I want to put somebody in their place, right? Because you done made a list and you didn't put me on it, but you know damn well I deserve to be on. But you know what? I'm gonna take the high road and move on.
Move on.
And so he moved on, and now he's in movies and these shows, and
doing his
still
thing.
got
And
more
it's
and
just
more
the
coming.
beginning.
It's just the beginning. So
Very beginning.
I ain't got nothing. I just wanna do it real quick.
Real quick, man.
Damn, that's when you know you had too much. You gonna have to edit that out.
No,
bro.
I ain't editing that out. I'm not editing that fucking out because that's gonna be funny as shit.
Hey, man, salute Les Boogie, man. I just want to salute.
Listen,
bro.
I want to salute not to just Les,
Yeah.
but to y'all
Okay.
and the mindset that y'all had when y'all saw basketball not being in y'all future and y'all did something about it.
Absolutely.
If I can be a little bit more serious right now,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of more people like suffering. It's more of a serious topic that's just like, you know, what you were in high school or before that, or even a little bit after that. Okay, if it didn't work out, if it didn't pan out, that's okay. man.
Absolutely.
Let's make
Absolutely.
something happen. Let's do something.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's do it together. Let's stick together. Let's quit making lists and segregating people and just arguing on Facebook about fucking basketball 15 years ago.
Absolutely.
You got something in you. I know it. I see it. I know you got potential in you, and you can make something fucking happen. All right. So it's more than just this comedy shit. It's more uplifting of the people that's still living in the past. Fuck the past. Let's make the future happen. And that's what we're going to take a toast.
Preach. Lord have mercy. Salute.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Coolin' with Q with me and my big brother EJ. It's been a blessing. It's been amazing, man. H-Town is in the building. We got my brother in this bitch, man. Salute to Big Bro. We'll have less on the episode here in the future. Please keep it locked with Coolin' with Q. We
Lock it
got
in.
so much more to show you guys.
Yes.
We are out.
Tell me where to go, I don't know. I've been on this road way too long, running out of hope. It's getting low. I'm losing my way, man. I done seen this shit before. I got this money on my mind, can't be broke, running out of time. Where it go? All this hard work, but I still got more to go. I got God in my heart, but the devil on my soul. Getting calls from the bros.